Okay. A little correction here on example 5C because this one is crazy tricky. I've never seen it on any AP question or anything like that, but I want to make sure that we're doing it right. So if you did it like you saw in my video, I was like, hey, so the limit as x approaches 1 of g of x does not exist. Okay, true. All right, so that in itself is true. But here's the crazy thing about this composition. These y values for g become the x values for f. So there is a chance that this limit could exist if this coming from these. Now these are these are y values, right? But they become x values when you're substituting into f. So it could be, and it is in this case, that these two different y values that are about to become x values, because it's a composition, could give you an answer. All right. So it's kind of a crazy thing, and it has to be really, really, really carefully designed for you to get an answer here. So I think most of the time when you see this situation, it's going to be a does not exist, but watch what happens here. All right. So if you tried to evaluate this limit, we know that they're different. Then let me go over here. So we've got the limit as x approaches, and we're talking about 1 from the left, we'll do it first, of g of x is equal to -1. But as we were approaching in this direction, notice that these y values are decreasing, okay? So this -1, which is about to become your x value in your composition, is coming from above. So if it's coming from above, see how it's coming from above? Well, above, when we're talking about x values, is from the right. So I'm going to make a little note here just for a second. That's weird. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, but that's going to help us for the next step. All right, so then let's try it from the right hand side. So the limit as x approaches 1 from the right of g of x is going to be -3. Now, again, because I'm coming from above here, these are about to become, these are y values, right? The y value is approaching -3. That's what we're normally answering. That's what you've been answering this whole time. But because I'm about to take that answer and plug it into f, we need to note that that is coming from above and therefore also from the right. Now, that's a weird little thing, but I'm just making notes here that both of these y values, which are about to become x values, are coming from the right. I know it's above, but remember, y's are about to become x's because it's a composition, right? Because think about it. These are y's, right? That's a y. So when I talk about what's changing here, it's really the y that's changing. Okay. So now this is nuts. So now let's come over here to f of x and see if this left hand and right hand that we did right here will agree whenever we change those y's to x's. Okay, so let's do that. So in other words, we're asking this question. All right, again, this one was fine. All the other ones were easy. C was crazy. All right, so now I'm over here at f. So I'm doing the limit as x approaches -1 from the right, because remember that those were the y values, now become an x of f of x. And let's see what that is. All right, if we're coming from the right and we're heading to -1, it looks like it's -6. Okay, now let's try the other one. So the limit as x approaches -3, also from the right, because these both were coming from above. This graph could have been like this, and it could have come from below, and therefore I would have been coming from the left. It turns out it doesn't matter because over here they're both the same. See, she made this on purpose so that they would both be the same at both of those points. So I've got f of x, which what we're looking at, it's -6. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the first time. We've hit a really, really, really tricky question, and you might be thinking, "Oh no!" But the thing is, I got to tell you, that's really, 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 really kind of a high advanced thing. But I wanted to show it to you properly because I messed up. And it's going to happen. I messed up. I looked at that first limit, and I was like, But that's not the point. The point is over here, if those two y values, right, lead to the same two x values over here, I'm sorry, these two y values lead to the same, and they become X values, and they lead to the same value there, you're good. Whew. All right, that's tricky. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna put it out there. If if you've already done the notes, okay, I got you. But we'll talk about it in class, um, on the next time that we meet. Okay.